Good morning, children. Sairam. Today we will discuss a very important writing skill topic, that is speech writing. So let's start. What is a speech? A speech is a formal address or discourse that a person delivers to his or her audience. Formal address or discourse means you are addressing, you're speaking or you're communicating to a particular group. You're telling your views to the audience. Let's see what is speech writing. Speech is much the same way as other forms of writing. You have letter writing, notice writing, message writing, other forms of writing. It's like that, but it includes a variety of tools that are designed to communicate information. You have variety of tools, that is, you ask rhetoric questions. Rhetorical questions means these questions are asked not for the sake of answer. It is only to make the audience alert. So these tools you can use slogans, you can use figurative language, use good words, persuasive language to prove your point. Then sometimes you can use contrast. Let's see what you should know before writing a speech. The first important thing is, for whom are you writing your speech? That is, audience. Who are your audience and why are you writing? Whether you are writing for your friends, whether you are going to speak in front of your teachers or in the school or in the society, or you are going for a competition. So if you know the audience, you can write it in that way. Then what your speech is going to be, that is about the topic. So you have to focus on the topic, don't deviate from the topic, right? Then how long it needs to be, that is the duration. Sometimes it is told write 150 words, sometimes 250 to 300 words, sometimes very long speech, sometimes 500 words. So it depends. So accordingly you have to think before and write. So in simple words, you need to do some research about the topic. So before writing, whatever topic is given to you, you have to do some research. For that, you have to read newspapers, magazines, and keep updating yourself so that you can write all these things in your speech. So what are the key points or important points you have to remember? First is, keep it simple. You should write in such a way that the reader who is reading your speech will understand what you want to express. Well stated purpose. Whatever is the purpose, it should be stated properly, it should be written, explained properly. Organizing the content. So you should organize it properly. You should see which point you have to write first and then second, like that. So make a draft and write the points, what all things you have to write and how you are going to write. Then supportive ideas. Supportive ideas means there will be some facts, some important points, some ideas which will support your view, which will prove your point. So you have to write the facts, figures and examples. And last, you have to conclude it properly. Proper conclusion should be written. As you have started with the issue, you have to sum up your ideas and come to a proper conclusion. You can sum up with a slogan or an appeal or a message to the people. So what is the format of speech writing? It's very simple. It consists of 3 parts. First is introduction, the body and conclusion. Okay, now let us discuss each part. First is introduction. Now here you greet the audience. Okay, like good morning, and greeting also you have to write in a proper way. You have to follow the protocol. Who all are there in front of you? Like audience, if you are told that speak in the assembly. So assembly, there will be principal, headmistress, teachers and your friends. Right? So accordingly you have to order while greeting. Right? Then introduction to the topic of your speech. You have to give introduction. That is which topic you are talking about. Okay, you have to state the issue. The next part is the body. Here use short sentences. Don't write long sentences. Okay, so that you don't do any grammatical mistakes. See that there is no error. Okay, no grammatical error should be there. Then discuss your main points in detail. Okay, one by one. You can here in the body you can write 3-4 paragraphs, but each paragraph you can have a topical sentence and then you can discuss the main point by using 2-3 sentences. Then provide supporting evidence or examples. So you can write proper examples to prove your point. Then additional information on the topic can be given. Any other important information you want to give, that also can be given. But see that whenever you are writing a particular point, you can write in paragraph, 2-3 paragraph, but then you have to leave one line after each paragraph to make it neat. The last part is conclusion. That is, you sum up your ideas as you have stated in the beginning. Okay, and then you have to conclude it properly, and at the end you have to give a message to the audience. You can give a quotation and you can make an appeal, but see that you leave a message to the audience. Right? Now let's have a sample of speech writing. A question is given to you. It is commonly believed that nature has enough for man's need, but not enough for man's greed. Prepare a speech to be delivered in the school assembly, highlighting the role of students in preservation and conservation of environment. How do you start? Good morning, respected principal, headmistress, teachers and my dear friends. So here, as I have told you have to follow the protocol. Principal first, then headmistress, teachers and then your friends. Right? Then you have introduction to the topic and stating the issue. Right? Today I am going to talk about the role of school children in the preservation and conservation of environment. Sometimes we are overwhelmed by the extent of damage humans have caused to the environment, and I am not sure if an individual can make any impact. But I am sure we the children can certainly take little steps towards improving our environment. So what have you done here? You have used first person. I am going to talk about. Then you have stated the topic, preservation and conservation of environment. That is, how to take proper care of the environment so that it persists for the future generation. Now here sometimes we are overwhelmed by the extent of damage humans have caused to the environment. Here you have used emotive language, okay, and then you are talking about yourself, your views. I am not sure if an individual can make an impact. Then you are coming to the topic, but I am sure we the children can certainly take little steps towards improving our environment. Towards improving our environment. Then comes the body part. So here you have to write different paragraphs, okay, and each paragraph you can write 2-3 sentences to prove the point, okay. We should attempt to reduce waste before it becomes waste. Topical sentence. Then explain that we should avoid wastage of paper by using it on both sides. How you are reducing waste, right? We should try our best to conserve the existing resources so that they do not get exhausted. So you are giving the ways. How can you conserve? Okay, the resources. We should not waste water while taking a bath, and most certainly we can take a shorter bath. Non-toxic cleaners should be used at home which are environment friendly. So we should avoid using the chemicals, right? So another paragraph, next paragraph. We should always turn electrical switches off when not in use, especially personal computers and electronics which can consume a lot of energy. We should use energy saving light bulbs, that is LED bulbs, right? So here what you are doing, you are writing 2-3 paragraphs, okay, and each paragraph you have to leave a line. We should use carpools instead of taking individual cars to common destinations. What do you mean by carpools? That is, instead of each people taking their individual cars, 4 people can go together in a car, right? So this way you can reduce pollution. We should reduce the use of petroleum-based products like plastics. We should use biodegradable products. And last but not the least, grow more and more trees in and around your house and spread awareness about environmental issues. So this is another important point, that is spread awareness about environmental issues. And then at the end, conclusion part. In the end, I would like to say that a small step taken today will become a giant leap tomorrow. It will go a long way in preserving and conserving the environment. Thank you. So here what you have written, here a quotation you can write, an appeal you can write, or give a message. That is very important. Now you have understood the way you have to write. Now I have an assignment for you. Children, this assignment you have to write in your composition notebook. Write the topic, you have to write the topic also, and then write the assignment. Okay? Social media sites are very popular among teenagers. They spend majority of their free time on these sites, socializing with their friends. Prepare a speech to be delivered in the morning assembly on the topic social media, good or bad for children. So you have to write both good and bad, whether it is good or bad. Okay, so you have to write what is social media, and then whether it is good or bad, why it is good, That means you have to write examples why it is good and then why it is bad. So then come to the conclusion. How can you have a balance of it? Okay, so this way you have to write. This you have to write it in your composition notebook. With this, children, we come to the end of today's session. Thank you. Have a nice day.